Hey there, guys. It's your boy Akers. We're back with some Trails of Cold Steel. Looks like our little sister here is seeing us off. Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Alfin, of all people. Uh-oh. No. My cute little sister can't be this mad about most likely Alfin. Because Alfin, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though they're friends, she is a little shady. Cause she clearly is trying to get involved with Ring for whatever reason. On one hand, you could look at it as it's kind of cool in a sense that if they did, get together, her and Elise would be like sisters. But it's the principle. Like, we all know Alfin is aware of Elise's feelings, and even though I'm not swinging that route, because like I say all the time, Elise is just little sister to me. But I understand, this is kind of how these games operate. It's not like this is something new. We've seen it before. You kind of just sometimes you gotta put yourself in a different perspective. Instead of looking on the outside like we are, saying like, oh man, this is weird. This is Elise and Reen or Estelle and Joshua or whatever the case may be. We got to understand that the times in these games are quite different. Very, very different. Just like Adios forbid me for saying this, because I if this ever happened, I would have to kill him. Like, just like the Agate and Tita stuff. Like, everybody seems like they're completely cool with it. Even though it's very, very strange. And just flat out wrong. But in this day and age, here in this game, it seems to be okay. I don't approve of it though. I'll kill Agate if he, I don't care how Tita feels. Yeah, I said it. Toxic father in the building. I don't give a damn. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. I will say this though. I know a lot of you are probably like, man, you even said a Joshua and Estelle. But the reason I say them is because Estelle was doing something that was kind of weird. And she even did it in Trails in the Sky the Third. It kind of pissed me off. I think I was talking to you bus. I think we were talking about it. It kind of pissed us off a little bit because it was weird. But she definitely referred to him as brother, despite her just saying that, they were in a relationship. It kind of threw us for a loop here. We're like, what? Why are you still doing that? Why are you still saying that? Even though Joshua's never, thought of her as a sister or even said it. It was very one-sided for whatever, reason. But another thing about their relationship that's very different from these two is that while Cassius did bring Joshua home, and started taking care of him, like they were how old were they then? Like they had to have been 11 or something, or but these two, they said they were really small in their picture. Didn't Rain stay like what age was it 3 and 4? Like how long have they've been together since they were like really, really small? So it's very different, but ultimately it is the same. So that's why I'm not too hard on Elise, if you're wondering. Yeah, she's just cute, man. Just cute little sister. But I'm sorry, let me stop rambling. You guys don't care about this nonsense. Hey, Elise. Damn, she walked away. Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings. We will, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. No. Wait. Who's gonna say something first? Go ahead and run your mouth. Y'all always trying to jump ring, trying to gang up on him for no reason. Okay, well, last time it was a bit of a reason. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of pissed me off even on the rooftop. Like, I understood where he was coming from, because I felt the same, but like, it's just some things you don't say, especially to your family. But in this case, my man he hasn't done anything. Don't worry. I can kind of understand where she's coming from. Elliot, you're one more button away from getting a swirly. Yeah, I said it. Who's gonna stop me? Nobody here is stronger than me. Okay, Reed, settle down. You got Laura here. Gaius, I don't know. It might get a little tricky. But with the 8 leads, come on. We even had to, come on. We're not going to do this right now. I ain't even going to glaze. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. A bold invitation, though. Must be referring to the dance. I'm not sure how that's my fault. It's not. And nobody can make it your fault. I already knew what she was plotting from the start. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Reen, I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Of me? Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him. But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Machias' father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Mater Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Reen. Out of the question. No way, no. Absolutely not. Plus, we got things to do. We don't got time to be playing around. We probably got tons of quests. And the quest for your heart is not on my books. Hey, come. See me another time when I actually care about you, Alfin. If that time ever comes. Does that mean? Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying, a dance today and a wedding tomorrow? Yeah, I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa. Hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Honestly, that might be relatable. I don't know. I don't think Have I ever really ballroom danced? I mean, can you consider prom? Like, I guess, kinda. If we're counting that, I'm pretty average. But if we're going up and beyond that, absolutely not. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. Bro, look at that. Elise over here, telling her stuff, and she's listening all right. Taking notes of every single thing possible. Just for a moment like this. I'm telling you guys, if you like Alfin, what's wrong with you? You're sick in the head. She's always plotting. She's shady. Yeah, I'm talking to Naruku of all people. I don't care. He's an Alfin fan. I'm ready to slaughter him. Now let me stop hating. People about to start taking me serious. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reen? Well... I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. I mean, you're absolutely right. If I'm dancing with anyone here, it's Emma. No. That's not what I mean, Your Highness. That's my sister, all right. She really knows how to twist the knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Oliver. Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Okay, she's saying I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Is this hinting at something kind of crazy? What's going on here, Emma? Are you hinting at something else? Is somebody shady? Is somebody covering up the way they truly are? Or is it Cedric, the one that isn't here? Is something wrong with him? I mean, he is a Chancellor Osborne supporter. Even though we understand why he is, because with the people of Erebonia, you kind of see why, He's a top dog. He's doing what must be done. It's just that from the perspective of other people, or the places he annexed, it's like, this guy right here is a fucking tool. I see now. How could it have not crossed my mind? All right, let's see how she's gonna spin this. Let's see how she's gonna turn the tables on Ring with this. It couldn't possibly have something to do with his sister. Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else. Or is there someone you're already courting? A lot of gasp. Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean, look at Maki is back there. Yikes, how am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Who says you have to turn anyone down gently? Very well, I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Alfin, I'm not interested. It's never gonna happen. Find someone else. Your desperation. Oh no. I feel like there's some sort of madness. There's a bit of madness behind this calm expression here. But yeah, Alfin is way too desperate. Like, damn. And not to mention, like you doing that in front of everybody, and then threw him to the fire. Now everybody's on his case. Yo, Ring can't catch a break. 2025. Let him live. What in Adios' name is going on? Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. Look at Emma, the only one here with a brain? What's going on, man? The most suspicious person in the group. That's probably just a witch. Come on, Emma. I'm on to you, Emma. When are we getting the Emma lore? Please. Hey, you weren't the only one feeling nervous the whole time. And Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I heard. No doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class VII possible. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah. I honestly thought this was Elliot. I thought this was Elliot dialogue. Elisa, I apologize. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seem to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be too. I assume you already knew about her history fee. Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Court's main competition after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. Oh, there she is. The one and only. Instructor? Damn, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages, Sara. Like, just getting this close up of her is godlike. It feels great. Feels like it's been a decade. How long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit then. Honestly, it makes you a lot cooler because I already knew you were a bracer. Like, I figured this out. You gave it away yourself. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh. Did you hear an old maid sighing? Damn! Okay, relax. Guys, there's no need to go that hard on Sara. And we're talking about one of the strongest people here. That's crazy. Her? Sara is really like that. Damn. What was that? Oh, Claire. I mean, we knew she was here after that talk with the Chancellor they had, but damn, these two together, huh? You know they got history. Good evening, everyone. Evening? Shit, it looked like night. Captain Claire? This is quite the unusual combination. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Oh, it's being put on hold? Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Guys, what was I saying? I told y'all. But I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. But I already knew that's what the Chancellor was talking about. Huh? What evil schemes? Sara, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've even had the chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor and he decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. And they're rolling deep right now. Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board. You mean get inside? I feel like you say that about a ship. Like, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdallr Central Station. Yeah, how do you guys feel about Claire? I mean, we don't know too much about her, but I'm asking you because you guys already know. And what I want to know is, like, do you like her? Is she a fan favorite? Same day, 2130. She looks like a character that would be liked a lot. She has that very cutesy look. She's serious, but like she's like cool. She's like the opposite of Sara. She's very cool, like collected. But personally, between the two, I'm picking Sara. Terrorists. Oh boy. Oh, well, what are we about to get into here? Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group's members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. And I'm afraid of those. Shut up, Elliot. I'm sorry, I love Elliot. I really do. I just feel like, I don't know, he's somebody you just like to mess with. Maybe because you love him so much. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in North Highlands who was trying to start a war is a member? You'd be right on the money, buddy. His name Gideon? G. So he's one of them, huh? No, guys want his get back. He said his name was Gideon or G or something like that. I still can't get over the fact that Milliam ruined that moment. I'm sorry, guys. You had one of the hardest lines I've heard. Milliam straight up ruined that entire moment. I love her. I really do. Hopefully we see her soon, but damn. She took all the seriousness out of that. So that's what the man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. Of course. Of course he is. Imperial Liberation Front, huh? And you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow on the first day of the summer festival? We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret. Then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist with the countermeasures against them? Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdallr military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security. Yeah, this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying when they first revealed, that she was gonna be here, for security. in Heimdallr for the festival. I figured we would play a part in, you know, the security role in a sense. Yo, this day right here might get a little hectic. This festival day. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. Nah, it'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty hand right about now. Oh, talk your shit, Sara. Talk your shit. Tell us how you really feel about the guild being shut down. Cause she's right. Like, the guild members, this would be the best time for them to be active. Yes, I don't disagree. Sara, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Oh, I like this. Come on now, I'm with Sara, man. And whoever's out there, Team Claire, man, get lost. Yeah, I said get lost. Let me stop trying to pick fights with y'all. I don't know too much about Claire. I can't roast Claire, but I really am on the side of Sara. I mean, come on. I was a bracer in my previous life. Well, not my previous life, but my previous life. Your brother, huh? Good old Lecter. Good old Lecter. Well, wow. These two really seem to have a messy history between them. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbell recently. Oh, what is he up to over there in Crossbell? Let me stop acting like we don't know. We know exactly what Lecter's up to. So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time after all, lots of little details that need to be squared away. Honestly, this is one of those cases where you probably have to, you kind of have to go along with Claire's idea for, boosting up the security measures, because you got terrorists around. You're saying there's going to be terrorists getting active in the area. You got to make sure everybody's all right. This isn't something you can kind of just brush under the rug. And it's good for them because they'll get some big time experience, especially considering how things went that last time. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Okay, the two leaders. All right then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now, let's move along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. I enjoyed the hell out of that. Sara really made that moment for me. Same day, 23. Are we headed to the guild? Hey. When's the last time you was here, Sara? It's cool though that even though she is a teacher now, it's pretty awesome that for some reason I thought she was about to I thought it was about to be voiced. It's pretty cool that Toval is still getting active in that line of work. Shout out to my boy. Y'all know I love Toval. I'm trying to make sure I call him by his actual name because most of the time I just call him Toby. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about 1.5 years ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around here before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher. Seriously? Yeah, she did. She already said that when we were talking to her on the couch. She was talking about how she knew someone, and I was trying to figure out who it was. I think I said it was Sara, but I was also trying to tie in other people, because it could, obviously just Sarah's the easiest one to say, which is why I said Sara. But I threw out names like Toval, and I think I even threw out Wenzel, if y'all remember Wenzel. That's over in Crossbell right now. I said him because he is from Erebonia. Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. Yeah, I guess she was talking about the instructor. Alright, let's see what's on Laura's mind. Still, instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up, but I'm sure you already know that. The culprits were a Jaeger corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches here started closing one by one with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. It's cool that we, going into more detail right here about it, even though we already had this conversation when we first came to this guild branch for the first time, when we were talking about what took place here, about how the guild branches were getting fucked up, and then the savior had to show up. Shout out to the goat, Cassius. Yeah, instructor. Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. Dun, dun, dun. Certain friend, huh? Well, who might this friend be? And is it really even a friend? We already know. We already know who she's talking about. Chancellor Gilead Osborne. You're talking about Chancellor Gilead Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class's homeroom teacher. I still help out at the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Oh. Oh, it's so cute. Knock it off. Damn. You know you love it, Fee. So that's what happened. You mentioned that a Jaeger corps was responsible for his attacks. What was his name? Come on, are they really trying to test me? Guys, I already talked about this. It was the Jester Jaeger Corps. Oh, it wasn't the same group V used to run with. They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps. From the sound of it, the Jaeger corps V belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Hey, Zephyr got them killers, huh? Got V, the Jaeger King, and then they got the GOAT. The GOAT of Jaegers. You guys know who I'm talking about. Come on, man. Garcia. That's my guy right there. Even though he really did run, he really does run like Peter Griffin. But we're gonna let that slide. We'll let that slide. That's my boy, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was the insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the berserkers of Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Damn, is it just me or does anybody else want a game that's just based off of Sara? Like, I want the Sara game. Give me a game with Sara when she was right when she was becoming or on her journey to being a bracer. Like that fresh start, like Estelle and Joshua, but have Sara, please. I just want to see how everything played out, and I want to see how many times she ran into, whether it was Zephyr or the Red Constellation or whoever. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things, money and fighting. Yup. Hey, they all about the money. Sara, what are we doing here? You brought me outside of the game. Now I gotta put myself back in the game. I gotta read the line over again. I gotta really get into the feel of it. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things, Mira and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the Nord Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I've never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that. honestly, I can't. Now, I'm not saying I agree with any sort of terrorists or anything. Don't be crazy. Are you out of your mind? But how badly the hatred is for Osborn, I told y'all before. I think I said this well back in Sky the Third when I first realized like what kind of like piece of shit Osborn was. But I was telling you guys how when you operate in the way that he does, you are bound to make some big time enemies. I'm talking about crazy enemies, because he's going around, annexing places. Like these are people's homes where they live, and while it might not seem like a big idea, if you're, especially from people that are from Erebonia, they're not gonna care. But people give a shit about where they're from and their homeland and stuff. And to see it be trampled over, in such a way, it's hard to swallow, man. Like just take Lloyd and them for an example. Like they're still gonna be fighting towards the freedom that Crossbell deserves. Which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. I'm surprised you're not going to get wasted, but I guess we got a lot to get through. My boy Elliot hit us with the The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, normal Sarah would have been like, yo, let me go get wasted real quick. Go get a couple of drinks. She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird back in her old workplace. You might be right. I mean, to be fair, it's really disheartening. Because clearly that woman, gives a damn about, bracers as a whole. Because I feel like when you're a bracer, you connect with so many people. It's not even just people in your area, just worldwide. And you're making so many changes, helping out so many people, meeting other bracers. You're bonding. You're like a family. Like the branches. It's just to have all of that and it just taken away from you. That'd be hard. That's why you gotta have respect for, the fact that she said she still tries to help out from time to time, and then you got Tovu out there putting in work still. So it's cool that Legram is the area that has the guild branch active. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. All right. The sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. Damn, having to write a report every single time is rough. Especially since you're gonna have to go into detail. It feels like that's a lot, man. And you're doing it every time or every day you're there. That night. Oh, what are we about to see? I guess absolutely nothing. What's going on here? Hmm? I thought I heard something outside. Bro really said go back to sleep. What are we talking about? I'm going to investigate. Guys, don't do this. Seriously. You never know what could happen. This ain't Scooby-Doo. You don't need to find out every mystery. Damn. Man, worry about yourself. I'm going now. Maybe I should check it out. Quickest way to get killed. If you're not 8 leaves, at least.